SwissBorg is now the official partner of my channel, so you can buy, earn, stake, sell, all in one secure mobile platform. Download using the link in the description, deposit €50 or more and you'll receive up to €100 worth of their native token CHSB. SwissBorg! Hello everybody, let's have a look at XRP. I know what it sounds like, but there's something happened on here. Whether you take it seriously or not is up to you. It's completely up to you. So we're looking at this with its Bitcoin pair, because this is where it's all taking place from. And again, you know, when I've been making these videos recently, obviously I still believe that the largest move in the short, well I say in the short term, over this year, let's just put it like this, I still think there's a big drop to come, right? We've marked off areas on Bitcoin of basically about 12,000, which may not get hit, obviously, but there's a chance that it could. So let's just put all of this into perspective. This is just one signal in a broader context of significant downtrend, with what could be a capitulation event a little bit further down the line when the Ethereum merge finally takes place and the ultimate buy the rumor sell the news event unfolds in front of our eyes. And that could be a good thing, because that could lead us all down to significant lows where we effectively buy maybe the bottom or close to the absolute bottom, which will then take us into a significant bull market over the next few years. Let's put it into perspective, over the next few years. So it's a buy and hold situation for most things. When these sort of things happen, it's not a trader's paradise. It would be more like well, it's the starting point, isn't it? You're about to begin the crypto marathon. You've got to start somewhere, and it'll be a bumpy ride, but it'll take several years. Anyway, all of that aside, there's something on this chart which might be of interest. So I'm obviously sitting back, not trading anything really at the moment. I'm just planning to buy and hold for a long-term position as we enter the end of this bear market, which is due to end anytime from this month to maybe as late as December, and that's all based upon its own merit. So Bitcoin's 4-year cycle, that's where we get all this from, right? And it's reasonable to assume that that is going to continue as it has continued so far. I mean, it's pretty much on the money. It might not have had the significant highs, and it's not had the significant lows. So anyway, let's talk about XRP. So I'm just trying to put it into perspective here for you, because some people don't quite get it when I make videos about, you know, this target, and then I make another video about this target, but you said this, and I'm like, oh my god, right, I'll try and explain it. For me to do it in every single video is just completely crazy. So we are going to look at XRP, so let's have a look at this. So we've had a signal on XRP which is unlike hardly any other charts, right? And I don't know if you noticed, but the coins like EOS have been moving. All these old, they call them dinosaur coins, right? They started to move, and they're all moving probably on their own merits, really. I've not really looked at EOS for a few weeks, not since we looked at it on the stream, and that did actually have a signal like this. Maybe I should revisit that later on, which was a continuation of a trend signal, and that is definitely what it's been doing for the last few weeks. You know, whether it be, you know, it might not have gone on to massive highs, but it's definitely outperformed for the most part of the market, and it had a signal just like this, generated probably, I think, going back now about 3, 4, maybe even 5 weeks ago. It's a while now, and it's still playing, which is nice to know. So the signal is, it's a trend continuation signal on a Bitcoin pair. So this might not translate very well to dollars, especially if we're going to go through a capitulation event. But what this would suggest is that, you know, if you hold either XRP or Bitcoin, you will probably do better whether we go up or down by holding XRP, at least while this signal is still in play. And this trend signal is just, it's very simple. We had a cross above the cloud. The Ichimoku conversion baseline crossed above the cloud. We've now closed price action above the cloud as well, and the Chiku span is above price. This is all on a daily as well, which is a good place to see it. And this would only get cancelled out really if the Chiku span touches price action or the blue crosses the red. We had something like this on Algorand actually about a week or so ago, and actually that got cancelled out, but that was only on a 4-hourly, which was, you know, they are subject to volatility more than a daily. So we'll see how this plays. So this would suggest suggestion, the operative word, suggest that we continue to go up from this point forward. Now, if we look at the daily, we're above all major moving averages, which is good. It's a good place to be. Let's look at momentum. No bearish divergence on this, baby. Not yet. We're still looking good on the daily. Momentum up on all these momentum oscillators over here. And let's just move it to some higher term time frames to see what position they are in. So we'll just go to a 3-day if we can just get there. 3-day, this could be interesting over a few more weeks, I would say, because this would say a pump signal generated on a 3-day, which would be pretty aggressive. The only thing we're waiting for now is this cheeky span to cross above the cloud, which obviously is going to be several weeks away, or it would require a pump up to and above, we'll call it 1900 sats. But as far as the momentum on this is concerned, it's still onwards and upwards, so it's looking quite good. Definitely looking quite good. Let's check the weekly, see what's going on this weekly here, and we'll just expand this a little bit so we can see. So we're above all major moving averages of major significance. This 50 exponential is hanging around about this level here, so we're talking 1732. That has proven to be resistance from us, big resistance in the past. If we close a week above there, I would be pretty confident to say that we would move straight up to around 1800 with an eye to 1900, and then that would give us a pump signal on a weekly. Let's just check the momentum on the weekly. Nothing to be concerned about over here. It's looking pretty good. All right, let's bring it down to a 4-hourly, then we'll check the tether pair. So the 4-hourly, just like many actually altcoins, have had its golden cross, a retest of that golden cross, so a bullish retest, and now we're continuing with the upside momentum on this general trend, which is looking pretty sweet, I have to say. So all time frames on its Bitcoin pair suggest that we either continue the trend which leads into a pump, like I suppose a blow off top kind of pump, which is very much in keeping with the way that XRP likes to behave, generally speaking. There's nothing to dispute that that's what it likes to do. Big blow off tops, another big blow off top here, big blow off top. That's generally how it likes to move. So a trending move that ends in a blow off top. I'm not going to be able to give you specific targets, but I would be looking for these ranges to break. And again, this is just its Bitcoin pair. You might think these are measly gains, 7 to 14, and actually, to be honest with you, they are quite measly. So maybe we could think about, if that 3-day confirms the pump signal, maybe even higher targets than that. Yeah, maybe into the 2000 sat zones. But again, until we see those other signals confirm, all we've got now is a daily trend signal confirmed. And a trend can be slow and steady, or it can pick up pace and momentum quite quickly. Remember, there's a lot of side notes to this specific setup because of the merge and the general downtrend of this bear market. So let's have a look at the XRP to USDT to spoil the video, unfortunately, because we don't have any of these sort of setups on this at all. And like I say, we call it, I call it the tallest dwarf award. It's got the best setup in a downtrending market. So, not the best setup, I'm sure there's many others out there with better setups, but it's worthy of making a video, I would say. And unfortunately, on the daily here, we're getting rejected from your 21 exponential. So like I say, if Bitcoin pulls back and if Ethereum pulls back and everything pulls back, then XRP will pull back, and it would be perfectly appropriate to imagine that it will pull back on its tether pair, although it outperformed Bitcoin on its Bitcoin pair. So the signals are all present on the Bitcoin pair. So like I say, if you're holding XRP and holding Bitcoin, you will probably notice that your XRP retains some more value than its BTC, if we continue to go down. If we actually start to go up a little bit in this market, ever so slightly, leading into this Ethereum merge, then I would be looking for XRP to outperform Bitcoin as well on the way up. So it's basically the best of both worlds, or the tallest dwarf award. It depends on if you're a glass half full or a glass half empty type person. The idea being is that the trend on the Bitcoin pair is decent, and it's inbuilt into that setup there. On the 4-hourly is fine. The daily is the more important one, which should give it the strength to continue. But if we look at the tether pair, wrecked city, and probably only wrecked city will probably only pitch up a tent in Wreck City now while the bear market continues to go on. There's no reason to assume that that the tether pair is going to go up, because there is no setup on the tether pair. It's simply just a matter of, if you are an XRP maximalist or or a Bitcoin maximalist, I would favor the XRP maximalist in this current setup as we speak right now. Me personally, I have both. I hold both. And I'm not going to be making any switcheroo. I'm just going to leave it as it is. I just thought I'd bring this to your attention for those who like XRP, that actually at this very moment in time, you know, you don't need to worry too much, although you're likely to end up in wrecked city with the rest of the market. The Bitcoin maximalists will probably get even more wrecked than you as of this current moment in time. So I'm not saying you're going to make any money, but you won't lose money as fast as you would if you were to have a Bitcoin, for instance. So it is that simple. And again, you know, if we start to see the uptrend continue on the daily, and then we generate those pump signals on the 3-day, then yeah, I would expect that you wouldn't just be sustaining and increasing the Satoshi value of your balance, but with XRP, the way it likes to move, you might end up seeing this translate onto the tether pair. But when we look at the tether pair at the moment, there's nothing bullish about it, but this is the market we're in right now. Anyway, I'm going to leave it with you there. There's nothing a great deal more to say about it. So this is for the XRP army type people. Yeah, you're not in the worst situation in the world as of this very moment in time. I suppose that's the nature. That is the summary of the video. We're all going to get wrecked together, but XRP will get wrecked slightly less than Bitcoin. Anyway. That's it. What a great video that was. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.